right. 75. This Crassius thinks can never happen but through perfidiousness. But very frequently observe that persons by no means dishonest do mischief in causes. In regard to that particular which I mentioned before, that I am used to retreat, or to speak more plainly, to flee from those points which would press hard on my side of the question, how much harm do others do when they neglect this, saunter in the enemy's camp, and dismiss their own guards? Do they occasion but slight detriment to their cause when they either strengthen the support of their adversaries or inflame the wounds which they cannot heal? What harm do they cause when they pay no regard to the characters of those whom they defend? If they do not mitigate by extenuation those qualities in them that excite ill will, but make them more obnoxious to it by commending and extolling them, how much mischief is caused by such management? Or what if, without any precautionary language, you throw bitter and contumelious invectives upon popular persons in favor with the judges? Do you not alienate their feelings from you? Or what if there be vices or bad qualities in one or more of the judges, and you, in upbraiding your adversaries with such demerits, are not aware that you are attacking the judges, is a small error which you then commit? Or what if, while you are speaking for another, you make his cause your own, or, taking affront, are carried away from the question by passion, and start aside from the subject? Do you occasion no harm? In this respect, I am esteemed to patient and something bearing, not because I willingly hear myself abused, but because I am unwilling to lose sight of the cause, as, for instance, when I reproved you yourself, Sulpicius, for attacking an agent, not me, your adversary. From such conduct, however, I acquire this advantage, that if any one does abuse me, he is thought to be either ill-tempered or out of his wits. Or if in your argument you shall state anything either manifestly false or contradictory to what you have said or are going to say, or foreign in its nature to the practices of trials and of the forum, do you occasion no damage to your cause? Why need I say more on this head? My whole care is constantly devoted to this object, for I will repeat it frequently, to effect, if I can, some good by speaking, but if not, to do at least no harm. 76. I now return, therefore, to the point that Catullus, on which you a little while ago accorded me praise, the order and arrangement of facts and topics of argument. On this head, two methods may be observed: one, which the nature of causes dictates; the other, which is suggested by the orator's judgment and prudence. For to premise something before we come to the main point, then to explain the matter in question, then to support it by strengthening our own arguments and refuting those on the other side, next to sum up and come to the peroration, is a mode of speaking that nature herself prescribes. But to determine how we should arrange particulars, where'd that go, that are to be advanced in order to prove, to inform, to persuade, more peculiarly belongs to the orator's discretion. For many arguments occur to him, many that seem likely to be of service to his pleading, but some of them are so trifling as to be utterly contemptible. Some, if they are of any assistance at all, are sometimes of such a nature that there is some defect inherent in them, while that which appears to be advantageous is not of such import that it need be advanced in conjunction with anything prejudicial. And as to those arguments which are to the purpose and deserving of trust, if they are, as it often happens, very numerous, I think that such of them as are at least weight, or as are of the same tendency with others of greater force, ought to be set aside and excluded altogether from our pleading. I myself, indeed, in collecting proofs, make it a practice rather to weigh than to count them.